It's actually heavier than you would think. This is like the mass of the wheel. Like, you'd probably look at these and be like, oh, they're pretty big, probably nice brakes, probably worth a ton of. I feel comfortable keeping on the front suspension. Struts, however, these things hold up a lot better. They rarely ever bend or tweak. 150 bucks for that passenger wheel that survived. We're gonna get to pull off a bunch of shiny suspension parts, and usually at least that means money. They're like $800. They're still phenomenal shape. Viking shocks are just awesome. Or the rear brakes. These ones though, they're in good shape. They're low mileage. We have a ton of BMR rear suspension. Lower arms, these links, the subframe braces. You can tell it's BMR. On these little vertical links, they're ultra simple, a little dirty, but overall in good shape. You can call it $150 there. But after a little bit of research, it looks like they did the entire BMR catalog, 2,000 horsepower axles, and they're heavy. So this rear arm here, they're a dime a dozen. They're usually not worth anything. The spherical bearing kits alone are $200. Oh yeah, that pipe didn't stand a chance once Fernando got here. What do you think? $1,500, and that might even be light. Isn't expensive. I started pulling the rest of it off so that we could go ahead and get our drive shaft out. The dyno to try to make sure everything was okay. Everything was functioning over there fine. The shaft is probably bent. It moves a little bit. The shaft has to be bent though. You can see that that turbo got hit with something. Actually, got the exhaust housing too. I don't think this is an actual real issue with these turbos. I'd be willing to bet that before this whole off-road excursion, if that's what we can call it, this car is making a lot of power. It is getting worse, like significantly worse. That was like hand tight. There we go. With our rear diff, they're pretty decent sized units. We're basically just gonna be stripping of its bushings, but we got exactly what we were hoping for in here. A nice billet hanger. Let's just go ahead and get these lines off and then drop the whole tank down. Never in my life have I had one of these come off. We've got
a full tank.
She's leaking. So let's see if we can be slick about this. Nailed it. To make our way back to this whole fuel pump controller in the trunk, and what a mess of wiring. So I guess this and this is sold as a kit, and the rest of it's put together by Lethal. These are 1 and 2, they did 2 and 3. We're gonna need to put new fuel parts on it, new set of fuel rails, new injectors. We'll just get another set of rails, another set of injectors, and figure out the rest later.
Wow. Chances of engine fire?
The 1050s. All this stuff, the hanger, the regulator, the lines, the rails, all this wiring, that's about $2 grand new, given the condition of it. You need to get exactly $1,030 out of the rest of this car, and it's a really nice piece. Pretty heavy as well. Well, actually, this is foul.
Yeah.
Rust, ethanol, a little bit of water. Don't buy these new though. You get a nice kit with a bunch of unused vacuum line. You probably even get zip ties, and the wiring hasn't been wired like this. So we're really salvaging now. Assuming we get this radiator out, and it doesn't have, come on baby, leaking. See any cracks up the side? And this thing definitely didn't overheat, it didn't throw off. It's hanging off the side. The wiper reservoir, people